Hi, everybody. Time has come for all of us to think very carefully about Microsoft. Microsoft has made a lot of moves recently that are look to the untutored like a bunch of announcements. Different things. Yes, we've got the Azure Marketplace, Azure Edge Zones. These things are kind of interesting because when you add them all up and you lay them out, what you get is not just an announcement of, say, Airband, that's been around for a bit, or an acquisition like Affirmed Networks. What you get is an end-to-end network structure. Now, if you are a mobile network operator, let's say you're AT&T, let's say you're Deutsche Telekom, NTT, and suddenly you're confronted with an end-to-end structure at Microsoft that starts on one side with the Azure Marketplace and the Azure structure of Microsoft's cloud operations, and works through on the other side to Airband, an interface with customers, a wireless interface, and in between are all the other elements needed. Azure networking, Azure Edge Zones, which is very much like distributed data centers on towers, cell towers. And as you put these things together, what you find is Microsoft making a clear, unambiguous attempt to create a network workaround, unlike anything we've seen before. And this will sit on a shared network architecture. Remember, today, a lot of the hard assets in wireless are shared. They're REITs. The towers, of course, data centers, fiber backhaul. A lot of the structure is a shared asset. You have a landlord renting space, in effect, to different tenants. Microsoft is positioning itself to be one of those tenants and to have all the elements structured. A big question facing the mobile network operators is, do they have a role in this at all? Where do they fit? Now, I've happened to have been one of the early designers of this structure, and I know very well that those mobile network operators don't fit. They have no role today. They could if they wanted one, but they don't actually have one. They haven't taken up a role. So this is what I want you to look for. Look at Microsoft, look very carefully, and especially I want you to look at their big declaration in favor of open data. And then I want you to read very carefully on their website statements they make about doing things regardless of existing network structures. Regardless of existing network structures, they will push forward, and their language is forceful. So, Microsoft, one of the few companies that's made a fantastic transition from product and service-based to cloud-based. Very rare in industry does anyone ever do this. Parking itself now to turn its Azure Marketplace into a simply stunning new space. And I've got some more on this, which I'm going to share with you too in another one of these, which will really blow your mind.